Hey everyone, we continue our Minecraft series, and in this one we're going to focus on the village one more time. I have brought a lot of tradable items which need to be traded with all the villagers, and let's leave one block left for emeralds and so forth. I think the villagers are sleeping already. Yeah, there's a leather worker who I don't know where his working station is, sleeping. Let's see, did I leave the bed here? Yes, I did. Let's put it on the floor, perhaps here. And sleep in the open. Because of course I need them awake to trade. First visit is going to be to the house on the left. Oh, there's a new cat. Here I have a security trapdoor, and our important toolsmith is here, where I get all my diamond tools. So then here we have the first farmer. He trades potatoes and melons. So we get 14 emeralds from this farmer. He is the only one with limited options to trade. All the other farmers can trade 3 things to give me emeralds. Then we visit the second house, where we have our 2 librarians and also a farmer. So first with the farmer. There we go. Pumpkins, melons, so that's done. Next is to trade paper with the librarian who is becoming a master. It's the one who I have the mending book from. The other trades are not interesting yet, although here we have a trade of ink sacks to emeralds, but ink sacks are a little tougher to get in large quantities, so I probably won't do that and stick to the paper. The rest of the paper I can give to the master librarian, and whatever remains can go to the cartographer. Alright, now 50 emeralds already. With a book, I could trade another mending book, but I have I think 2 or 3 already, so I don't need it right away. So since I have now more space, this is, who are you? You are the leather worker, okay. And that's another leather worker. Here is our protector of the village. Wow, he's actually going up. Pretty crazy guy. Alright. So now we need to take carrots and beetroots. Because on the right side we have a lot of villagers who take carrots. The paper can go to the cartographer, and we can take another stack of melons. I don't remember if somebody can take potatoes there, but we should be good. Alright, let's come up to the third house, which is the main entrance also for the aerial living platform. Here we have 3 villagers. We have the farmer, one without a profession, I have yet to assign him, and the cartographer who will take paper as well, and he's also becoming a master soon. First we'll visit the villagers on the platform. Here we have one armorer apprentice, so I'm working on him to make him the second master. We have to wait a little bit for the coal trade there to open up again. Here we have yet another armorer who appeared, I don't know how, because I only have 2 workstations for armorers. Here a farm master and the second farmer. Farmer. And this guy can take the beetroots. And the rest are blocked for now. Maybe I came too early in the morning. And here is our master, from whom I had gotten the protection 2. diamond chest plate that I'm wearing right now. It's at full health, so I don't need to trade for it right now. There's some more trades open up. They open up, I think, several times, once or twice per day. So if it's blocked, just you have to give it some time for it to reopen. So that's the farmer here, and now this farmer. Alright, that's all the carrots, and almost all the pumpkins are gone. The coal trade is open now, but I didn't bring coal with me, or I don't have enough yet. I'm still gathering more coal. So we'll visit the cartographer again for paper. So it means I can bring more paper, and we'll talk with this farmer for the remainder of the food. There, so that's everything pretty much traded except for the potatoes. Oh, he can also take beetroot, so we can give him that as well. So pretty much everything traded. Got a heap of emeralds. This sword is breaking, so I probably should take a second sword. I have 3 swords already prepared back in the house, so I don't need to buy a new one just yet. Can take a moment now to take all these nice pumpkins and melons. These are all very nice to trade with the villagers with the farmer villagers for emeralds. Some of the crops get broken. I'm not exactly sure who breaks them. Maybe it's the iron golem, maybe it's villager falling on it. I'm not super sure. Sometimes they get broken and I need to take the time to replace them. Let's see, we have some space in the bag. We can grab. I should really build that taller. Can grab the sugar canes and the beetroots as well. Alright, the torch that I accidentally hit can go back. And not all the beetroot has been ready, but not to waste time, let's just grab everything and replant it. Because sometimes the seeds get stuck. I don't know how that works, but sometimes they get stuck and they don't grow. And it's not a problem to replant. So let's move the axe perhaps. And beetroot, like wheat, it's very easy to replant because you cannot eat the seeds, so you can just hold the right click as much as you want to replant it fast. I should make all these farms bigger to make it easier to trade with the farmers. But I think I'm doing already good enough in terms of emeralds. Although if I start buying too many items, like more mending books, more diamond armors, they will quickly finish up those emeralds. Alright, now let's put in this chest. Let's put in this chest stuff that needs to go back to the house. These will go into the compost. Then whatever is not full can be put back into the chest, and then we take full packs of 64 only. So let's get 64 potatoes. We can also take the coal. 64 on melons. Pumpkins. Carrots are kind of low, so let's take more paper. Actually, I think I may have taken too many potatoes. That should be good, so let's try to make another round. The trades could have been reset already. So first, the important is the new librarian. Let's trade with him. It's all giving only a little bit of experience, but that's why just you need time to level it up and not waste other resources on other things. Although 1 emerald for 1 lantern is not a bad idea. I could take some to take it back to the house. Alright, they're already going to sleep, so I cannot trade the rest right now. You see how fast the pumpkins and melons are growing. Let's actually take a moment to grab them. This is like almost same as growing emeralds because you just grab these and trade them with the villagers, farmer villagers, and they give you emeralds for it. I can also pick up the let me see, the lanterns can come here. I'll pick them up on the way back. The emeralds can come here. I have too many of them on me. That should be good. And I can also, the other thing you can do at nighttime is pick up the resources here. So in farms which the villagers are either don't have access to, like in this case, or are too far away from, or for whatever reason the crops are ready and nobody's picking them. So that's something else you can do while the villagers are sleeping. So there's always something to do. You can plant more farms, or of course you can jump into the bed and have them to wake up with them. I see some villager is not sleeping from their sounds. Yeah, this leather worker for some reason, he's bugged somehow. He was bugged in the corner. Okay, so we can take now, this will go back to the house. Carrots, paper, potato. What else we can take? The melons we can probably take, although there are not so many yet. 10 is not enough. Let's leave them gathering. Beetroot and more paper. Actually, let's put that back because I want to take some trapdoors with me. And can jump into the bed. I've been meaning to put a trapdoor on these bits of water a long time, and I've been forgetting to bring it with me every time. So like these bits, if you put a trapdoor, then the farmers will not go in and out, and they will not break the crops. Here actually I had crops all over the place, but these grass bits is where they have broken it. Alright, so we can trade again with this villager. We took all the potatoes, great. For the toolsmith, let's see, my shovel is breaking, I did buy 2 more, I have an extra axe, I have the farming tool and the pickaxe. I think I have 3 in the house. This one is breaking, this one is ready. So I think we're good for the tools. Let's go and further upgrade the librarian. And here I also wanted to put a trapdoor right there and there. Let's see, this is the master, we need the not master, which is this one. Okay, he's still not ready with that trade. Let's then take 1 more lantern from him, or 2 more. Let's take 2 lanterns from him. Let's deal with the farmer, give him the rest of the potatoes. Okay, almost finished with the potatoes, pumpkins. Okay, we're good here. Where is he? That's the master. No, he's still not ready. Maybe a bit later he'll be ready, but let's use the master. Okay, that's all done. The master, my first master, had books that were not good for me, and I didn't know at that time how to reset. So he's not ideal, but this one with the mending book is great. Alright, this house is good as well, and we'll need to put more beds everywhere to multiply the village population, because right now they're not giving any more, they're not making any more villagers because of the population, the bed limit, I think. So that's all there. So we gave all the carrots, all the beetroots. I have only pumpkins, coal, and some paper. The paper will go to the cartographer. That's it, we finished the paper as well. Let's visit the novice armor. I think this is the guy. No, that's yet another armor, I think. There is one who is not master yet. Okay, let's see. We can give pumpkins. Now where is the other one? I know I have 1 master, which is this guy. I have 1 who is working towards master, which is this one, apprentice armor. But and I want to first trade the coal with him, but we have yet another armor novice here who can also take coal, which is very nice. From this one we can buy chain boots actually to level him up. So perhaps yeah, let's give all the coal to the new armor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. That should level him up. Yep. And he opened up a bell and iron for emeralds. They're both apprentice now. But this one is easier to level up because I can buy chainmail boots from him and throw them away. Okay, that's all he'll give. But this armor, he will have to be leveled up with coal because I don't want to give him iron and I don't want to buy bells for 34. So we'll give all the coal to this one. So almost done. Let's go to the last farmer here and give him the rest of the pumpkins. And we are finished with the resources that we had. We have some potatoes, but nobody here trades potatoes. So we go back. I think also I need to increase the village population to get more iron golems. And I need to invent a profession or decide a profession for that one villager who does not have a profession. Let's eat for the hunger level. Harvest the melons and pumpkins for trading. It seems to be more efficient to trade for pumpkins, but because villagers get they don't offer unlimited trades, you need to use everything they have. And farmers usually have 3 options, so you can have farms of 3 crops for those. And that's why I don't do only pumpkin, for example, even though that's easier. Alright, so the leftovers we can put in our bag. It'll add up until we have again 64s to trade. The coal as well. The emeralds we can put in the bag. We have now a good amount, very nice amount of emeralds. The chainmails will be thrown out straight away. I don't need them at all. So apparently jumping and tossing and regular tossing is the same distance. Okay, and somebody is keeping an opening and closing doors. Alright, and the last thing I need to do before going back home with our new teleportation portal is to place beds. So for that we need the wool and wood to make a bunch of beds. Actually, I want to use up this oak plank because I don't have more of it, so there you go. Let's do maximum. Okay, so that's already a lot of beds, but I think I should have space for them. Quite a lot of beds. We'll take 4 more. There. Leave the wool here. And let's go place them. So first up, we'll see if there is space on the left. Or I need to increase the size of these houses. This house is actually populating the village. It's the only one because of this exit door. They have all the new villagers they bred have been exiting, and the 2 leather workers that you saw came from these 2. Here there is no really good room for a bed. I could put another one here. Darn, that went on top of the water. But maybe that's not too bad. No, let's break it. Because then they will fall on the crops over there. Let's put it like so. They should be able to pass. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4 beds here now. So this part is good. There are 2, so there's 2 more space if they want to make new villagers. Over here we could put a bed on the table, but that's not the idea. I wanted this to be a sort of a table, but we could put a bed in the middle of these beds like so. And here there will be the 4th villager. Okay, it's their sleeping time, perfect, and they won't annoy me. I can plant new seeds here later. But for now, they can make another one. I do have this exit for a baby villager but the third one that was born here didn't actually leave. So, but the place is here if he wants to. Next is, in the village there are tons of beds. So if a villager comes out to live in the area there, I don't need to place beds there. So I just need to place beds where I want the villagers to be born or to live. So here this guy is sleeping. There can be another bed here. There can be a bed in here, I believe. They can get on it. Before I thought they need some space to walk, but I saw some videos where they didn't leave any space and villagers were able to sleep no problem. Which means that I can put a ton of beds on this air platform. Wow, there's several villagers not even sleeping. So we have a compost workstation here. We can put 2 more beds here. Here we can leave space to put more workstations if necessary, or 1 bed and another workstation. No, we'll leave some space. We don't want to make it made of beds. Here we have the armor workstation. We could put another bed here and another one here. Theoretically I could put 3 beds here. Well, let's do that. If we need another workstation, we'll put 1 here. There. And this is the only room where I didn't put any beds, because this is the room from which we would expand if we wanted to. So I don't want to put any beds in that room. So next we can put beds here where he is sleeping. So we can put 1 like so. Here we'll leave space to build more workstations or decorations if we want. We'll do the same here. And here there's lots of room for beds with a very nice view. And there you go. 2 more beds. Oh, there. He wanted a bed. He got a bed. Great. Alright, we can put 1 more here. Here could be places for workstations. And the last bed could be sort of here, but that comes into the middle of the room, which is not pretty, so we'll put it here. So a lot more beds, and here with all those beds and the food that's being grown, they should be able to breed and make more villagers and populate the platform which I have built here. And with more villagers, they should summon more iron golems. So it all should work out very good. It just needs a little bit of time. I hear a zombie. There are some villagers who are not sleeping, but that's alright. The zombies are actually useful to scare the villagers in wanting to summon a golem, which is why I'm not killing them. I know there are some kind of constructions where they bring a zombie into the village and block it and keep it there trapped just for the sake of scaring villagers, but I don't want to do such unnatural things and immorally scare the poor villagers who are living their peaceful life in their village. So I will also take 1 bed, which I forgot. I have promised that villager a long time already. We're gonna make 1 more bed for 1 very special villager who is all alone. And that's our weaponsmith, who is trapped in the total opposite end of the village. here. And he does not have a bed. He hasn't slept for years. So he is suffering, and I promised him a bed a long time ago. So we're gonna give him a bed to sleep on right there. So you, buddy, finally have a bed, and I hope you're happy. Perfect. So he's exhausted. He hasn't slept for years in game time. So, well, I'm just inventing a number. I don't actually know how much time has passed. These houses are all empty because there are no villagers over on this side of the village. Everything is kind of concentrated on the other side, where I started trapping villagers and building safe blocked off areas, which was actually a really good decision because we had now 3 or 4 zombie siege attacks where a horde of 10-15 zombies have attacked the village by appearing right in the middle of it. And yeah, that was quite dangerous, and if I hadn't blocked off or protected the villagers, they would have died. And we did lose a lot of villagers in the beginning, but from whoever survived, we were able to populate the rest of the village. Now I just need to take the couple of items that I wanted to take with me. Then we will run out of the village. Actually, we'll follow the wall to be safe. Oh, that's a farmer villager. That's actually quite interesting. If we cure that villager, and I knew that I lost a villager. I had a farmer. So what I want to do now is block that guy, because later we will cure him. So let's see if we can do that. Come as close as you can. I think that may have worked. Now I need to also give them a roof so that the sun does not burn them. We will need to get rid of the regular zombies, but that's not a problem. I'm gonna light this as a reminder for the next for another time. Let's jump down. Let's just completely close them. I don't want them to get hurt at all by anything. So now we're protecting zombies. That's where we are. Right. So they're normally fully safe, and we'll deal with them later. We'll cure that farmer villager and add him to our village. I could actually break the wall and let him enter after he is cured. And we'll have to kill the 2 other zombies, or we can bring them into the village to scare the villagers, like we discussed. Although I don't really want to scare them. Now, what was here? I think it was the scaffolding, right? Now I will be switching to birch because I have a ton of birch logs. So, and to come back, the sun is coming up, but we have a much shorter way to go back home. So we appear at the portal. Here we have absolutely nothing to worry about. We can run because we have a fully protected tunnel in the nether. So literally a couple of steps and I am at the portal next to home. And that's how easy it is to get from one place to another once you have set up a nether portal connection. I'm only running now because I have put my nether portal over at the mountain over there, which I think is pretty, and I didn't want the portal sound to be disturbing me when I'm back at the home. Here we have the trees. I've chopped all the trees down and they have regrown fully. And more than that, we have now a ton of birch trees, and we have 3 massive dark oak trees, with the only exception that the jungle saplings are not growing. Everything else is growing perfectly fine. The tree farm is doing good. The sugar canes are not at their full height, so I will be harvesting them soon, but not yet. Over here we have our chicken statue. We have the grass, which has gone now up to here, so you can see how it's spreading. It's just not super fast, and because of that, we have now a lot of grass inside the sheep farm area, and therefore all the sheep are now with wool, and none of them are without. The second connection that I have built, the grass has not come up to here yet, so it could be that I need to make slight modification to this and make a staircase so that the grass reaches up. Maybe it doesn't travel vertically. So that's for the sheep. For the cows, they are ready here to be chopped down. A lot of cows I haven't fed and made new ones in a long time because I already have a lot of leather. And bunnies, we have a ton of them, are here with my one gray bunny over there. So if I had any carrots with me, I'd go feed him. Darn. Of course, the pigs are happily living here together with the chicken. I haven't harvested them at all. They're just living happily, safely. And the farms here are yet to grow. I'll just go and harvest those pumpkins and so forth later. But for now, we can just, as we come back, we can put those seeds into our compost system. It goes into the hopper, into the compost, and comes out as bone meal down here. So that's perfect, nice system. And the rotten potatoes or poisonous potatoes, I don't know why I'm gathering them. I don't know if they do anything in the game. Maybe at some point some functionality will be added. This chest we now want to make straight, since I have space now. There. I've been wanting to straighten that chest for a long time. And the only other thing is I'll have to decide where the lanterns should go. One for sure can come here to light up the house. Oh, they don't go here? That's strange. Okay, let's put the torch back on. I'll have to find where to put the oh, they're hanging, aren't they? Right. They're hanging. Let's try to hang them like so. They can be decorative in the house or some other place. So let's put them the other two in the miscellaneous, and we'll put them in some other place. So I don't really have a good place for the lanterns. From the oak, one oak log, I'm not sure what I could make. Not much really. Yeah, there's not much you can do with one piece. But we'll have to retire the acacia and go with birch, because I have a ton of birch. And there. This can be turned into logs. 64. And I will use birch or dark oak. I have also a ton of dark oak from those tall trees which are growing. Let's eat some chicken. And we should be good for this part. So hopefully this was a nice, successful trading episode in the series. We got a ton of emerald. We didn't buy too much, just those lanterns, but they were pretty cheap. But I didn't buy any equipment this time simply because I have already prepared equipment. I already bought it before, so I didn't need extras. Here you just have to every time collect the pumpkins and melons when they grow, and it really adds up over time as long as you put in this habit of always collecting when you see them, and it all becomes emeralds when you go back to the village and trade with them. And here the bone meal should have been prepared, so 2 pieces this time, not too much, but I also didn't give too many seeds, so that's okay. So all that can come into the chest. We make the melons straight away, and when I have a stack of 64 I move it to the trading chest over here. Right, I think that's it for this bit. The chicken, I really like how it came out. It looks nice from here. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.